that this first essay is answering the question, why did the American colonies rebel against and then declare their
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
The basis of medieval medicine was based on the four humors. The four humors were black bile, yellow bile, phlegm, and blood. Each person wanted a balance of the four humors because this meant that they were healthy. Black bile was associated with the gallbladder, and too much of it was thought to cause depression. Yellow bile was associated with the spleen, and too much of it was thought to cause aggression. Phlegm is mucus-like substance associated with the lungs and brain, and too much of it was thought to cause emotionlessness. Blood was thought to be associated with the liver, and many diseases were thought to be caused by an excess of blood.
Zodiac symbols had an influence on what doctors would do to treat their patients. They believed the moon and planets played an important part in good health. They believed the moon was able to positively or negatively affect the four elements in your body. For example, if you're a Gemini, the doctor would avoid incisions in the shoulders, arms, or hands and cut no veins in your body.
Doctor! Help my child!
Oh, what is wrong with this?
Disease.
Oh, it's a blood disease. What's his zodiac sign? Quick!
Scorpio!
You know what Scorpio means. We can't make incisions in the testicles or the anus. So let's get to it. Here, hand me my keys. Thank you.
Wait! He may be a Sagittarius.
Well, you should have told me that. You know what a Sagittarius? You can't touch the thighs or the fingers or any blemishes and growths.
Sometimes people believed that in order to have health, the four humors needed to be in balance. And in order to do that, when they were unbalanced, you had to let blood out. Doctors would prescribe bloodletting for everything from a sore throat to the plague itself. They would cut veins to let blood out, and then sometimes they would also use leeches to get blood out.
Yeah! Okay!
Doctor! Oh, my son won't stop sneezing.
Oh no! You know what we have to do? We need him to stop sneezing.
How?
The tissues. We need to open his mouth. Alright. We need to let some blood. We need the leeches. Get the leeches to let some blood. Lift up his shirt. You're his father. You know it. If we place these leeches here, they'll cleanse the blood and let it out. The most important humor in the body.
In medieval times, another type of medicine that they had was cannibalistic medicines. Many doctors would prescribe these medicines which contained human remains, hence the cannibalistic aspect of them. These cannibalistic medicines were thought to contain the former person's spirit, and the part of the body that was used in the medicine corresponded with the part of the body that was in trouble and that they were using the medicine for. The medicine was very hard to get in medieval times.
Hold on, we need to take your finger off.
Oh no, oh no.
For the next scene.
Oh no, give it back.
Thank you.
Doctor! Help!
What's
My
wrong?
son has had severe migraines his entire life.
His entire 2 years of living?
Yes.
I know exactly what to do. Follow me. Let's go.
What are we doing?
A dead person, just as I suspected. Help me flip him over.
Why do we need him?
Your son's having trouble with migraines, right?
Yes.
We need to make an incision in his skull as well. So we can get a piece of the skull and put it in this vial so your son can drink it. Here, help me whip this together. We have an incision in the skull. Perfectly good. A piece of the skull. You can do the honors of plopping it into the vial for your son. And then we have to mix the vial together. Bring it back to your son to drink. Tastes like Pinot Grigio. Alright, now that we have the vial of the dead person's skull in it, we need to have him drink it.
Yeah?
Open his mouth.
Another form of medicine that was used in the medieval time period was they used animal dung for special ailments. This would usually lead to infection, as one might guess, but surprisingly it sometimes worked because animal dung would occasionally have some antibiotic substances that would actually help the ailments they were trying to treat.
Doctor, help! My son is suffering from epilepsy.
Oh no, epilepsy? I don't have a certain ailment for that, but I do know a cure-all remedy for most ailments.
Yes?
Animal dung.
Animal dung?
Yes. We have to find some animal poo and feed it to your son. It'll help his immune system
Okay.
and maybe his seizures. What is this? Just as I thought. It's animal dung.
The good stuff?
The good stuff, all right. This will get your son in tip-top shape. Here we go. Let's do it. Here we are. Now that we have the poop in this vial, we can feed it to your son. Open his mouth once again. Let him chew. Are you better, son?
Another form of medicine in the medieval times was called trepanning, which is when doctors would bore a small hole into the patient's head to expose the outer membrane of their brain. This was thought to cure migraines, epilepsy, depression, and mental disorders. The logic behind it was drilling this hole would alleviate the pressure from the brain that would be the cause of all these ailments. And as one may guess, it would almost always result in death because there was just a hole in their head and they would become infected and die.
Doctor, my young son is suffering from depression.
Depression?
Yes.
There's only one cure for depression. A hole in the head.
Oh.
Get in on this. We need to make an incision right here. Now we're good. Feeling any better, son?
Another type of medicine in the medieval era was snail treatment. And these would be used for burns. So if somebody got burned, they would rub a snail against the burn. And this actually worked because the slime from the snails would reduce blistering, but it also contained many other substances that were vital for the repair of the skin.
Doctor,
Yes.
help!
What
My
happened?
son is suffering from a severe burn.
What happened?
Well, I accidentally dropped a cigarette on him.
All right. You know what we have to do? We have to put a snail on your son to help the burn. Where's the burn?
Right here. Seems to be working.
It is working. Are you okay, son? No.
In regards to eyes, a large needle would be used in the process of eye surgery, in which they would push the cornea to the back of the eyeball. So they just jam a needle in your eye. And eventually it was changed due to the influence of Islam on medicine. They would use a syringe and stick it into the white part of the eye instead of just jamming your cornea to the back.
Doctor, help! My son, he needs cataract surgery.
There's only one thing to do. Stick a needle into his eye.
Hey, is that William?
Ah,
Let it happen.
come on, son.
Help! My My son has had epileptic.